So today I am doing my empties. I did one I think about 2 months ago, so I figured it's about time to do another one, especially since I do have some makeup I used up. I did do that little used up challenge thing, and I pretty much completely failed on all the makeup stuff, but I have since used up some of the things, and I have some makeup in here, and quite a few non-makeup things. So this is my little empties bucket. It's an old Halloween bucket with song lyrics written on it. This is what I keep my empties in. Once this gets really full, I try and do an empties, but they're probably going to be about bi-monthly. I think I go through stuff about in that amount of time frame. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started talking about the stuff I've used up. So the very first thing that's on top here is my Alba Botanica conditioner. This is the coconut milk one. This is my favorite conditioner. I used this whole thing up. I opened it up. I got every last bit I could out of here. I have repurchased. I mean, I go through. My mom and I go through this pretty frequently. Though she's more likely to switch up her conditioner. I'm pretty faithful to this one, though I am thinking about trying one from my work, the American Cream again. Just giving it another shot because it's been a while. So the next thing I have in here is the Kalamazoo Beard and Face Wash from Work Blush. This is a face wash that has like pineapple enzymes in there, fresh pineapple juice, so it's enzymatic. It helps with ingrown hairs. I use it on my face maybe every once in a great while. Like I used it on my face today, my big one, but I usually use it for anywhere I shave. So I get ingrown hairs like nobody's business, and that is what this is meant to help with, is ingrown hairs for facial hair. But I get them everywhere. It's terrible. So I use this guy. I did repurchase it and got the bigger one. But this small one I got, oh goodness, when it was made. It was made in January, so I think I probably bought it late January or early February. And I'm about a third of the way through a big one, and I used this one up, I think, at the beginning of June. The next thing I have here is a Greased Lightning. It's a tea tree and thyme and rosemary, I think. Yeah, rosemary. It's thyme, rosemary, and tea tree infusion. There's water, there's aloe, there's seawater. My skin freaking loves seawater, by the way. It just does. Stuff with seawater, my skin's like, yes, please. But this is my favorite spot treatment. I get pretty nasty cystic zits sometimes, and they hurt, and they swell up like little balloons on my face, little balloon demons, and they hurt. And most spot treatments dry out my skin like nobody's business. And then my skin peels and flakes because of my eczema. This doesn't dry my skin out, but it dries out the zit itself, so I love this. Have repurchased. It's also awesome on cat scratches, just so you know. I think I know this was mentioned in my skincare routine, which is always linked down below. But I love, love, love my Greased Lightning. Next thing I have in here, this is from my Use It Up project. I mean, technically there is some in there, but not enough for a whole mask. And this is my Mask of Magnanimity Self-Preserving. Like I said, this is from my Use It Up project I was doing. Of course, I successfully used this guy up right on time. This is face and body, which is nice because I get body acne. It's a thing. This is my favorite face mask ever, so I did use this up. And I did repurchase. Need to be using that because it expires eventually. Here is another thing from my Use It Up project. This is the Dream Cream Hand and Body Lotion. You can see there's a little bit on the lid, but I used this guy up. This is a Holy Grail product for me. I mentioned that in my Holy Grail products video. This is the best lotion I've ever used for my eczema. So when my eczema gets bad, this is what I go to. It's in pretty decent shape right now, so I can use other things, but when it gets bad, nothing else makes a dent in it. I have to go to this guy. I love, love, love it. I haven't repurchased it yet, but I will in the future, and I'm actually going to save the little pot to put it in as my carry-along, take it with me version. I also used up a face moisturizer, and for me that's a huge deal. So I used up a Cosmetic Lad face moisturizer from Lush. I bought this, when was it made? So it was made in October, at the end of October. I probably bought it at the very end of October or beginning of November, and I used it up about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks. This is amazing for my skin. This has, I think it has seawater in there. Part of why I like it. It has aloe. It might be aloe that my skin likes. It says aloe in there, there's some citrus in there, lavender, honey water. My skin just loves this. It's kind of in the middle of the levels of Lush moisturizers. It's not super heavy, but it's not super light. So, and it's pretty darn balancing, which is important for my skin, which is very extreme opposites. I'm like painfully dry, disgustingly oily, oily with dry flakes. Oily with dry flakes, it's the weirdest freaking thing for me. I used up 2 shower gels. The first is a small hot toddy from Lush. This was a Christmas item. It was like cinnamon and I think there's some bergamot in there. Am I remembering that right? Was there bergamot in there? There's orange oil. There might not have been bergamot. It was patchouli. It was cinnamon and patchouli. There was aloe in this too. Go figure. But I loved this. I have 2 more small ones. Patchouli is like one of my favorite smells ever, and you can definitely pick up the patchouli in there. I also used up a small So White shower gel. This smells like fresh green apples. It is amazing. Pretty hydrating as well. I have a big bottle of this. This was also a Christmas item, and I loved it. Both of those shower gels were in my used up project, and I succeeded on both of those. Next thing I have in here before we get into the makeups are 2 mini candles. There's a third one that I did use up, but I don't know where it went, so I don't know what happened to it, but I did use that one up as well. This one is Spiced Apple Toddy. You can see there is some wax in there, but it's not burning anymore. They like stopped going. It's annoying too because it's like up to there. I feel like I should get a couple more uses out of it, but I can't. But this was really awesome. Smelled a lot like that hot toddy shower gel, but more appley, less patchouli-y. And then this one is Vanilla Snowflake. I liked this one possibly even more than Vanilla Bean Noel. It smelled like sugar cookies. It smelled really, really good. This one now, that burned down like really well. I want to figure out how to clean it out though, because I think they're adorable and I don't know what I'd use them for. But look at how cute the little jars are. They're just so cute. And then the other one that I know I used up was like bourbon butterscotch or something like that. It was a little mini mason jar one. It's not in my bucket, but I know I used it up. It was also in my project. So I succeeded on literally everything that wasn't makeup. Now, the one product that I'm moving into makeup that I did use up from the makeup part of my Use It Up challenge during the challenge time frame was my Jane water resistant eyeliner in the black shade. This guy is completely gone. Use this up. I go through black eyeliner pretty quickly, so not surprising, but I am glad I was able to use that up. The other thing for my challenge that I did use up, but I literally only used up like 2 days ago, is another e.l.f. HD powder. Love this for under my eyes. It's in my makeup basket, but it is empty. I'm gonna save this container though, because I got this sample of a blush, and it was a loose blush, and I'm thinking if I stick it in this, my brush will fit into it better and I won't make a mess. I don't know. Let's see here. I have a couple other products that were in my project that I can't use because I am allergic to them. So the very first one I have here is the Revlon lip butter in Pink Lemonade. I'm gonna have to go through my collection and any lip butters I have left, get rid of them, because they break me out. So I have this much left of it. It's gross and beat up, so I can't give it to anybody, but I'm not gonna use it. It really broke. I got a lot of zits around my mouth. So this is trash, not you. That's gone. Got a trash bag going here. The other thing that I did not use up from my challenge was this Benefit What's Up highlighter. I should look up the ingredients in this because I bet you it has beeswax, but I was noticing massive cystic breakouts everywhere that I put highlighter. At first I was like, those aren't normal places for me to break out. I thought it was weird. And then I realized it was like the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, the center of my chin, randomly in my cupidol and my philtrum, along the tops of my cheekbones. And finally, once it was my cheekbones, I went, oh, it's my highlighter? And this is the only highlighter I was using because I was trying to use it up. So this guy was a birthday gift from Sephora, I believe. Let me see if I still can find the line. So I don't think I ever actually made much progress on this either. I was realizing it was giving me huge, giant, painful zits. So that guy is trash. So I do have some more makeup in here. I have 3 mascaras that all got really old and I don't know why I still had them. So the first one was from last year's Sephora birthday gift. This is the Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant Mascara. Don't know how a mascara can be smoky, but whatever. I had this big hourglass brush. I didn't use it very much because the brush was hard to work with, so it's not actually empty, but I've had it since my last birthday, so of course it's trash. Then I have the CK1 mascara in black. I know this one comes in a bunch of different shades. This was from the Ulta birthday gift last year. I really liked it, but it is not cruelty-free, so I won't repurchase it. But it had this neat brush. So here's the brush, right? It has this little thing on the end, and you twist it, and the brush gets wider. So you can make it wider for like getting the product in your lashes, and then make it tighter so you can really separate them. It was really cool. If they were cruelty-free, I would purchase this again. I really enjoyed it. And then this last one was the e.l.f. Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. This sucked. I really liked the 3-in-1 mascara from e.l.f., so I thought I'd try this one. I don't even know if this one actually got old or if I just got sick of trying to make it work. But the brush was too little and the bristles were too spaced out, so you couldn't separate your lashes at all. And that's really most of what I ask from mascara. Make my eyelashes nice and dark, separate them a lot, and give me at least a little bit of volume. And this didn't do any of those things, really, other than making them dark. I have a... oh, not that. That's really trash. I have a sample in here that I used up. This is the Buxom Show Some Skin in Tickle the Ivory. A coworker gave this to me because she went to an opening of a Sephora and they gave her samples, and this was too light for her. It was okay. I had to use the whole packet thing for my face, and it was a lot of foundation in there. It was pretty full of a packet, and I had to use the whole thing. So, I don't know. I might, if I could get like a Sephora sample with like in the little pots so I could get more than one use out of it, I'd possibly try it again. Because Buxom is cruelty free, but it was okay. And then finally I have a NYX HD concealer. This is in 01. I even took the stopper out of this thing. I got every last bit I could out of it. I mean, I can see some on the wand now, but this was pretty old, so I just didn't want to keep using it after a certain point because it was looking like it was oxidizing. So I like this concealer. I'd probably purchase it again, but I am trying some newer concealers, just switching up my routine a little bit. But I like this concealer. I'll probably go back to it, even though for a while I thought it was breaking me out, but I've since realized it probably wasn't. It was probably me using an old concealer. So those are my empties. I will be doing another one of these probably in about 2 months, so like the end of August. The end of August instead of the beginning of July. But that is what I used up in the last couple of months. I hope you guys like this. If you have a recent empties, go ahead and link it down below and I will definitely check it out. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.